Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in City Skylines. Last episode guys, we built our brand new woodland industry area on that brand new island which is covered in trees, which won't be covered in trees for much longer, and it's going really well. Today I want to try and get the export area set up for the harbour so we can export stuff by boat, and I'm hoping that is then going to kind of revive some of the commercial area where they're saying there's not enough goods to sell because we can't import as much in. So it's going to be kind of really interesting to see how that one plays out. We also need to build more industry anyway to supplement those guys too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this episode, then make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you are new around here too, guys, please make sure you subscribe. But we are about to do it, boys. So I've got many areas and where I can place the cargo area, but the one that makes the sense the most is here. We're going to have to build a harbour. Now we're going to kind of implement it off this road system. I won't tell you exactly what I'm going to do just yet. I want to keep it as a surprise because it's not really a surprise. It's just really basic and simple, but it's going to be quite cool to get it all added in. But I need to build the harbour area. Now I do need to know where the shipping lane is running, which is down there, so I could have a bunch of them going down and then okay, that's pretty cool. I've got some cool ideas to go with it. So we're going to terraform this whole little area and kind of set it all up. So I'm not going to take too much land away, but I'm going to add in some extra land. Now look at the cliff edge there. It's kind of crazy. Whoever created this map kind of gave up at this point, as you can kind of see. Also, I'm not too sure what this is here. Is it? Wait, is that like... Hold on. That's not like a resource, is it? A natural resource? No. Oh, it could be sand. That's what it could be. That's kind of weird, isn't it? But anyway, guys, let's try and get all this set up then. So I want to kind of level it all off, increase the brush size, and I'm going to take it from this point here, which is 441. Wow. And then we're going to carve it in a little bit. Oh my good God. Well, that's actually quite deep, isn't it? From that point. Okay, maybe I take it from here. 448. Is that a little bit higher? Why does it feel so deep in this area? Well, I go here. 460. I mean, it sounds reasonable, but we just never know. Okay, I won't kill it off into there just yet to let the water sink in. We're just going to create a little kind of squared off area, if that makes sense. So let's bring this up. I'm going to have to do a load of key walls as well. Okay, looks like I am doing it, guys. Okay. Right, forget about that then. So bring it up to about there. Bring that down. And then here. Alright, that's where I'm going to work with it. In this area. But I want to extend it out a little bit more and then go slightly diagonal. Which would be kind of interesting. So again, let me just look back at that. So if I got, for example, if I did get the ships in here. Right, ooh, it cuts off slightly. So that's where I need to go back slightly. But that's okay, because from that point there, it works. And it's kind of there onwards. I want to add a couple in. There's no point me adding them any in there, but I could do one, like, diagonal. If I can get the shipping in just right and the lanes in too. So, I'm probably going to cause some flooding. When don't I cause any flooding? Don't ask me. Don't ask me what happened there. But let's just kind of move along with this slightly. Key walls is what's really going to sort us out. Maybe I should up the brush size here. There we go, boys. Right, there we go. And then I want to slightly push it up. Alright, okay. Right, we go with that. Oh my God, I'm going to flood the airport. Holy moly, guys. It's all downhill from here. But again, let me just kind of... oh, I can't even simulate it. But that would work there lovely. I got to wait until the water's gone, really, haven't I? Before I can see what's going on. But that's going to kind of destroy the airplane to go out just in freaking time. Man, that's a pain. That's a serious pain. Right, gonna have to wait till the water's retreated before we can continue building our sweet harbour. I'm gonna low-key ignore the waves it's causing all over the place right now. Any more lurking around? Or there's a puddle. Oh my good god! I don't even want to know what I've done right now. But I've extended the dock out here, so it's got this nice big opening. I've got like a small little natural barrier, and we've kept it quite wide and large in here, and that's for a good reason. I'm gonna put the cargo. I'm gonna see if I get at least 3 in there. But I want to use this area up here for the terminal for the ferry ships and all that kind of stuff, that where they come in and out of. So I need it quite wide so they can kind of have a nice line going out and not, you know, interrupting the cargo ships when they're going to and from the kind of dock areas. So it's going to be quite interesting. We still got some overspills because it's still all kind of over the place right now. And don't ask what I did, please. Don't. But I've tried to. It looks quite crazy. But when you got these huge jagged edges, you see the height difference from there to the bottom. All of that water, once I leveled it out, had to go somewhere, and it's kind of destroyed a lot of stuff. But we won't talk about that just yet. We're gonna try and get these in. So hoping that we should be able to fit these in now. So yeah, cargo hubs. I want to get 1 here, 1 about there, and 1 on this side as well. That should be good, and that should be good enough. So if I squeezed 1 there, and we go for the 1 just here, and then 1 there. That's so I've got enough room to maneuver the train tracks on it. We've just now got to sort out the leveling of all this. If I select all 3 of them together, did I select that then? Boom, boom. I'm hoping that they're all equal heights, and if I get one of them flush, they should all be flush. Alright, let me just double check. It's too low. That's good on that one. Looks good on that one. Right, that one looks slightly a little bit high. And that should be good. I'm going off the road there. That's kind of what I'm going off. So that fits in beautifully. We got 3 there. We combined other harbours and stuff like that in there. So we have, well, we need, again, like I said, a normal harbour. And I think, where's the best place for this? I don't want to combine it there because that's where the track's going to be for the thingamajig. I don't want to put it there because, well, you can't connect to the route anyway. I could squeeze it in there. Or do I place it on the end here? I mean, there's a good spot, but the angle is so shocking. Right, let's just go for here for now. There we go. And just sort out the leveling of this. Bring that down. Oh, not too far. About there. Nice. All good stuff. And then on the inside, I need the ferry depot. So this is the, well, the ferries are coming in and out pretty much following the line. So I think I'll drop that there for now, because we can set our own line going out of there, which will be pretty sweet. And yeah, that should be cool. I've got so many assets and all that kind of cool stuff to add in, which would be kind of dope. We have like little key things here with ramps, but it kind of won't work there anyway. You can do small little piers and all that kind of jazzy stuff, but the main thing is the cargo stuff is what I take care of. So as long as I just get it to the point where it's set up at this point, then everything else should be pretty fine. That feels like it's now even higher. Has this changed its height and not tow nobody? I don't know. Alright, ring it. About there. Well, that's all good. That's all good, boys. Right, okay. So I think then, let's hook up the train tracks just to one another first. So, if I can, let's do it. Let's see how oh. So that's 11 by 11. Like that. Well, that bends perfect And then I got the option where I can just casually go straight, completely straight over all of this. Now let's try and get it down. Should I try and get down to Earth? Or should we keep it elevated? Like 10. There. I think we should kind of keep it elevated. But then you got the issue then with the fact that this train, like to get to this harbour via train, you have to go through that station, that one there. And that's not what we want. So actually, let's not go down that route. You know what? I should actually do the road first, thinking about it, because I need to understand where that's heading first. Right, so let's just get the main road of it all set up. And road. Where's me road? Do I go highways or just normal two-way, one-way systems? I think we should stick to that. So let me just push this up to the very top, and I'm going to flip it around, going down in this direction. That, unfortunately, I can't update. So bring that down by 10. Bring that up by 10. And what type of bend can I even create a bend on this? Oh, that's as close as I'm going to get it, and for some reason... Oh, this is ridiculously high. Is it high on that one side, or is it just me? I should have changed the road formatting, shouldn't I, to be honest? I think that is... If you look at it kind of closely, that is kind of slightly up. So what I could do, just quickly select those and just bring them down a tad. Easy enough. Right, so let's go by 10. Let's create that forward. Why is it no bridging? What format have I got selected here? Right, 4 and a 4. Oh, okay. So now me slightly changing it has now caused a little bit of an issue. We're now ramping up. Where does this game get these ideas from? Unreal. Right, let's go 15. It's doing it again. Don't ramp up, you fool. Don't ramp up. Do. Let's go to there. For some reason, it wants to ramp. There we go. Right. Oh, wrong one. So let's... What is going on? Why can I not... I don't know what... I'm having one of these days where I can't... I think the water's messing me up as well. I'm having one of those days where I literally can't create a bend. Right, we're going to do this as it goes like this. I don't mean it that harsh. Right. Bring it freaking down to about there, boy. That's all I want you to do. That's all I wanted you to do. And you have to go and ruin it like this. I really wish we could turn that to 2-layer. It's not going to work the way I want this to work. It really isn't. Right, it really is. So we've got a better system at this point right now. So it comes down into this like 2x2 highway. And it splits down to go down. Obviously, then it splits into 2, depending on which one you want to go to. Flips back around, and off you go back out. Trying to make it as efficient as possible. And we'll connect it up in just a little second. We need to do a little turn off, little on and off kind of route here. So we can kind of filter down into this area. But we'll come on to that in just a moment. Now, for the railway, this is going to be the interesting part of it right now. I think what we'll try and do is we'll run this up parallel. And I don't know whether to do it on both sides. Right, hang on. Why is that? I think I picked an awkward spot, haven't I? There we go. Is that about equal spacing? Not really, no. Right. Is that any better? No. How is that? What's going on here? I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be, it's one of those days today, isn't it? It's one of those days where you're trying to do something and nothing goes right. Right. Look at that. Look at the spacing. What messes you up? I think it's best if I do it on this side. Start over here. What messes you up is the key walls on this side. So bring it to there. I'm trying to keep it straight, man, and it won't do it. It won't compute. It just instantly gets locked over there, which is okay. So, not the angle. No. There we go. Go away, you fool. Right, so that's running parallel on the side, which I'm going to have to make it go on the ground at some point, which will be round about the point where we do the turn off. And that's because I got to try and get this all connected over. So if I had... Right, let me put this snapping back on for a second. And this might be a little bit difficult to do because... Nope. There we go. Oh, I almost deleted it for a second. Right, we'll bring this out to there. And then we're going to try and get this one connected. So I think it's best we do that bend just here. And then go like that. And then we just, with the power of the move it tool, we slightly adjust this. There we go. So that's kind of connected into there, which is glorious. And then we do the same on this side. Now I want this one to come across over here and then maybe run up. Because as much as you would want it to connect to there, I don't want it to do that because it has to run through this one to get to there, and that's not really that efficient. So let's bring it out by, if I can, 10 anyway. And then we're going to have to kind of bridge it up. So bridge it up to 10 on this point. And then here is 10 by 10. And that here can then come down to earth there, which it does. And then I think I make that then go underground. So we bring that down by 10 underground. And so I can get rid of this side then at this point, can't I? So bring this back up. Delete this. Delete this to there. And that's where this then heads underground. Right, only by 10. So this one that runs then to there. That continues moving along. But that does a connection like that. And then that will be connected up to this junction on the ground eventually. But in these nice little swoops. It's going to be really cool when you see this area start to become busy. Because you see all the trains and stuff like that. Moving along, the vehicles moving on underneath as well. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be really, really cool. So bring that down slightly. Right, so these are all connected. I haven't got that one set up just yet. But let's get... Oh, I need to sort that out as well. Let's get the highway connected. So it's going to actually connect via here. Might seem a little bit weird. but it'll make complete sense. Now, with the power of this four-way road, let me go up by 10, and let's pick that point and hit it straight across by 10. Wait, is that going to work, or should I do it from this point? Let's do it from this point by... Right, I'm just going to do it by 5. And then that next 10 is where I bring it down, because you do have the end of the runway. That plane takes off way before it, which is okay. And then we go off this, our little 2-laners. So going straight across to that point, let's just go to there. Oh, I can't, actually, do you know what? I need it slightly over by 1, don't I? So if I just take it from there instead. Right, if I go there. And then if I do another one like that, but then push it close. Oh, no, no. I didn't mean to do that, boy. I gotta select it all. And then move it close like that. So those 2 lanes are like that, and it'll allow me to do the on and off ramps. So what happens then at this point is that connects there, cause a little bit of confusion and kerfuffle. But we bow that out and in. Alright, there we go. There we go, trying to suck it all in now at this point. Okay, so that happens like this. But it'll... do you know what? Delete this. I just realised something. Bring that back to there. That to there. Make it go straight. I have to then change these up into... well, this one anyway, into a 1-laner. So, I delete it to there. And then I'm going to have a road just come out here. And a road kick in like that. But obviously I got to flip them both like that. So they're going this way. This one will, at this point here, bridge up to... I'm going to take it to... right, let's go to the full 10. There. And it turns like that. Now this one is also going to go up by 10. But I need the bend on the opposite side, meaning let me just bring that across. Where's my single lane? Like that. But that bend like that. And this looks now we've got that in, I can upgrade this road to a 1-laner. And then that filters into the 2 lanes that go into there, if that makes sense. And then I flip that one back over there. If I can get that just right. And then maybe if I select you, bring that over slightly, bow that out a little bit. Turn that in a bit more. And then what happens is, with the then lanes connecting, that one goes into there, that goes into there, then that goes to there, that goes to there. So that filters just that one. And then we mimic the same on this side for them to exit out. Now the reason I've done it on both sides is because this turn here going up will probably mainly be used for the people coming off like this like road going down. And then this turn off here going up is going to be used for people who are coming round the roundabout. Because if you watch the lanes, they come in here and it's like they either got to cross the traffic to turn off, or they're already in that lane. So I thought it would be easier just to kind of add both of them in. If that makes sense on both sides. Just because of the lane dictation and where they're coming from. So then this I'm going to bring down slightly. So we can enjoy that turn all together. And if I delete back by 2. Where's the big boy lane? Alright, if we bring that to there, bring that up to... Why is that elevated? Sometimes, guys, I just never get this mod. I don't think I'll ever understand it. Let's just be honest. Like, nobody knows what it's even doing at this minute. Right, there we go. So yeah, just press buttons and then stuff will happen. Okay, right, let's bring it to just there. And 9. Oh man, this is annoying. Right, 9. And it turns that way. Why do that? I don't want a 90-degree turn. You fool. Your boy doesn't want a 90-degree turn. Right, 9. 9 by 10. It's the best you're going to get. So at least they can now enter this area. At least they can now enter this area, which will be pretty sweet, pretty nice. I'm just going to now make them or give them the ability to now exit the area. And the exit should be a little bit easier to now create. Well, kind of. Kind of, boys. Right, we'll get to here. And then we'll go single laned across. Well, what I should do is actually create this. Like that. It's not perfect, but it should do the job. And then with another one coming up at 10 to be connected just there slightly, and then we've got to kind of change that to upgrade to that road. Obviously got to flip it around. So I mean, you could argue that I only need one turn off, but I don't want to go down that route. I like the fact of having 2. Because it enables us to kind of have them not cross the lanes as much. Now, it's probably not going to look... Oh, it actually almost looks identical to the other side. I was going to say it's probably going to look much like the other side, but it kind of does. Which is good. It's actually kind of cool. So again, that does the exact same thing. That lane to there. To there. So merging from both sides. So if you go in round one way, round and roundabout, or you turn off on that next one, you're already in your lane. You already know where you're pretty much going. Don't need to do it for there. It's already set up, as you can now see. But that is kind of done. Really, isn't it? And there's now a garbage truck on the way. So it doesn't... Does it have... No, yeah, about to say, it doesn't have power or the water or anything like that. A couple of garbage trucks doing their thing going around. But yeah, it's... I mean, it's halfway there. It'll be nice to integrate and set up all this area, because I don't know whether I would add a garbage plant in here. I think I want to set it all up, get it all up and running, understand how much traffic is in this area before I go down the route of adding in a garbage plant around here. There's so much to do in this area, it's unreal, but I just want the basics kind of set up. So let's give them power and water. So let's just kind of run down there and across. There we go. Down, down, down. And then power. So what I'll do for now is integrate these parking lots into these so it looks like it's part of the building. It's my little cheat way. We'll combine that one straight in. Might as well just do it over here as well. So at least they've all got power and they're going to be up and running. Well, this one is anyway. Let's get the train tracks underground hooked up to it. Now, I've got to think about the best way to do this without causing congestion. Because that's going to be a big problem for me. Is the congestion. So, I've got to think about this smartly. Right. So it'll be ideal. It'll be ideal to have it connected somewhere. I mean, I could have it connected to there and to there. And I'll see how that goes. But if you're coming down here, you can't go to the dock area from this side. Because that connection doesn't quite work, does it? And that's going to cause a traffic jam there. Ooh, so let's pause this for a second. Let's pause this for a second and let's think about this, because this could be not an issue, but it could be a pain. Let's just put it like that. So I think the easiest thing to do, well, straight away, is I'm now at -20, so that should go underneath that. And then come back up to there. So there's now a crisscross pattern. You see there's now 2 layers of the train tracks, which is good. So at least those guys can cross over. So at this point we allow that connection there, and there. So it's almost like a roundabout under the ground. And then we'll see how that flies. It's probably not a good idea. I might have to revisit this and sort this out. But it'll be interesting to see how it all goes together. Because it could be a case of just kind of implementing it all in this junction over there, which should be pretty cool. Right, okay. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty sweet. Loving it, mate. Loving it. It's got a little bit of a cliff edge there, which we'll take that into account. Right, I gotta sort out the lane management over here then, because that could mean they do a turn. And we're already starting to see vehicles on their way. Right, I'm just watching the traffic. Nah, it should all be good. Right, and at some point we should see boats arriving at some point. That would be kind of cool. So the basics is set up. There's vehicles going to the airplane area, the shipping area, and I've still got to integrate and add that one in as well. We'll do that at some point because I need to create a junction over here. But they seem to use this, which is fine. I'm just going to sort out the height differentials here. There we go. So it could be a case that when I've got more time I might fine-tune all of this, but as of right now it's pretty good. Just going to add more of a bend on that. And there we go. So yeah, it kind of works for now. Does kind of work for now, so we'll kind of keep it like this. I'm not a fan of this here, but again, when I've got more time, I can really fine tune it. Ships are now coming in, and they pass each other, so it's not too bad. It'll be interesting to see when a train comes as well, because that's what's going to. Well, I need to make sure that this area is working by that. So, are we seeing much train traffic on this side? That's going to be a huge issue, is this junction here. But again, like I said, when I got more time, I can really fine tune that. We can really fine tune that at that point. It'd be nice to create something off there that goes over to those guys and then implement that just to there. I've got ideas and ways that I can do it, but it's just one of those things. You just got to give it time to progress. Right, one last thing I want to do is I want to concrete this all off. It's the dock harbour area. We are going to get all decorations and stuff added in. and whatnot. That would be kind of cool to kind of finalize all that. But just for now, let's just concrete it slightly off. And then going down. So it's, you know, it'll be kind of like that area over there, but we'll kind of like bulk it up a bit more, which would be pretty sweet. So it'll be interesting as time progresses. Let's kind of sort out the lane management here. As time progresses, it'll be interesting to see how the vehicles respond to, well, not the vehicle, sorry, how the city responds to this new export area. Oh my god! What is going on? The building's on fire. Guys, the freaking building's on fire. What is going on? Oh my good god, I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. Right, is that fire trucks there? Yeah. Are they going to get there in time? Holy moly, that's scary. Jeez, boys. Talk about pooping your pants. Okay, apparently it's operating as normal. Damn, son. We need to get the services set all up in this area a little bit more efficiently. But I'm gonna redo these connections there because I'm not happy with them. I'm not a huge fan at the moment, but they feel like they're in a good spot. I just need to make them run a little bit longer. But I do feel like they're in a pretty sweet spot at the moment. I might actually make this one here. It's honestly, I can come off there and filter it up that way and have this one just generally on it, so it kind of separates and makes these single turn-offs, and that one runs alongside here and emerges there. So they can pick a lane if they're turning off and keep the traffic off the roundabout as much as possible. That could be a good one. I think we'll go down that route. But yeah, ships are bringing trucks and stuff. It'll only be time now to see how things change and progress in the city with all the cornet for certain stuff. And we've got the whole cargo network hooked up by the trains as well. So yeah, like I said, it'll be interesting to see eventually. Oh, there we go. There's a train coming through, so we know it works. I can get rid of. I can't believe that's been on fire. It's been there for 5 minutes, guys, and it's already been on fire. But yeah, you see the roundabout now is starting to get built up with traffic, so it'll be nice to implement these into the runoff and turn-off roads. That would be pretty sweet. Yeah, I think that would be kind of dope to kind of do it like that. Yeah, boy. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna leave it here. Then it's one of these things where it's gonna take a lot of time to get it all up and running. But we got the basics of it set up. The cargo harbour is now officially there. We'll slowly work on it as time goes on and redo certain areas. And I reckon it needs a good. Oh my goodness me! Look at the traffic over here. We need a good while to kind of bulk it up and keep it up and running. I feel like they're turning off here, and then some people to go up there. I think it would be nice to have a road straight connected. Let me just try this quickly. It's going to be ugly, but just roll with it a second, guys. Right, just roll with that a second. I just want to try something. I'm going to see how many people turn off there, because it will keep that road fresh and sweet. And I might have to turn off for this. Start here and go over. Because it's people who are trying to get off in certain areas. They're not really having much fun, are they? But that's the thing now, because we've bulked this over here, there's going to be a lot more vehicles heading over there. So that's going to cause more trucks to want to escape and get down this route. We're also having traffic issues here too. Interesting. Now, what if I just called this and said you've got to stick on that lane, you flip over to there, and then they merge further down the road? That could be interesting, but how far back does that traffic go? Does it extend over to here just yet? Not yet. Right, there's many things. This is actually quite fun. I'm actually excited that we are seeing traffic issues now appearing, because it now means we've got to do special things to rework it. Right, let's kill off this road anyway. They're not using it just yet. It'll take some time before they did start using it, but it's not what I want. We're going to redo this junction too. It's more this turn off, because I now see the issue. These guys are trying to get on the highway to go up, but these guys have to cross their path to turn off there. And it's just not happening, is it? It's just not happening. So this turn-off needs to be a little bit earlier. I need a special one that kind of filters into that lane. So yeah, I can see all this kind of stuff that we're going to do and try, and it's quite exciting. So before you ask, no, it's not its final form. I got to redo this junction. But we got the basics of it all set up anyway. Still got another export area, the harbour area, and the ferry depot to get all up and running as well. But it's pretty cool. So guys, this is quite exciting. We got a lot to do in the next coming episodes, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode, guys. If you did, smash that like button down below, and until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.